This is 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, and this is her 14-year-old daughter, Carly Gregg. The pair have just arrived home from school, as captured here on the home security cameras. From the outside everything appears as normal, but what Ashley doesn't know is her life is about to take a horrifying turn for the worst. After brutally murdering her mum, Carly returns to the kitchen, but this is only the start of her evil plan, because just an hour or so later her stepfather is returning home, and he's completely unaware that Carly's waiting inside for him. But before we dive into this case, be sure to give the like button a high five before laughing at the nosy subscribe button crying in the corner. And with all that being said, this is the chilling case of Carly Gregg. This case starts on the warmer lands of America in the beautiful quiet Rankin County of Mississippi. Rankin County is home to over 160,573 people and is known for its gorgeous Pearl River. And it's also home to many famous artists, including the Grammy-winning singer Faith Hill and the former Miss America, Mary Ann Mobley. The county also boasts about its highly rated schools and its thriving community, making it a popular choice for family members and young professionals to set up house and home there. 14-year-old Carly Gregg lives with her 40-year-old mother Ashley Smiley and her stepfather Heath Smiley. Carly is a friendly, bubbly kid and an excellent student who attends the same school her mother Ashley Smiley teaches at. Ashley, Carly's mum, is known for her warmth and patience, by the way she treats every other child like her own. Yes, adored by all, Ashley Smiley was a popular and much loved teacher. And as for Carly, she was involved in a lot of national curricular activities. She was considered one of the smartest pupils in the class and she really loved her education. Carly was outgoing, confident and full of life, and she enjoyed the company of her friends. In and out of school, Carly enjoyed playing sports and she really enjoyed horse riding in her free time. People who knew Carly described her as a sweet, warm and loving, thoughtful, nurturing young girl. She loved animals and had 2 dogs of her own, Bobby and Billy. Her relationship at home with both her mother and stepfather was great. I mean, it wasn't always perfect sailing, as odd family arguments would occur as you would expect, but all in all, Carly lived under a happy roof. She had a really close bond with her father, Heath Smiley. Now, he's not her biological father, but the bond between them both was strong, and he always treated her like family. Carly's relationship with her mum Ashley was also a loving and caring relationship. And so I guess, in order to truly understand what really happened here, what really went wrong, what made Carly snap, we're going to have to dive into this case a little deeper. As mentioned earlier, this is 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, Carly's mum. And yeah, that's her 14-year-old daughter Carly Gregg. The pair have just arrived home from school, as seen here captured by the home security cameras. The two walk inside calmly and there's no sign of any argument. From the video footage everything appears calm as normal. Ashley heads straight into the kitchen and then makes her way down the hallway towards Carly's bedroom. Carly follows her for a second, checking in on her mum, but then turns and steps into the backyard with her dogs. A few minutes later, Ashley returns to the kitchen and glances out the window. There she sees Carly outside playing happily with her pets, and everything looks peaceful, but the calm is only on the surface. Shortly, Carly comes back into the house. From the security footage, Carly's walking very slowly. She then turns in the direction of where we know Carly's bedroom is, the same place where her mother is. Carly silently walks down the hallway, heading straight for her mum's bedroom. Once inside her mother's bedroom, she reaches over her mother's side of the bed and carefully picks up a loaded firearm from under the bed mattress. Home footage soon catches her returning down the hallway. this time with a weapon tucked behind her back and hidden out of sight from the camera. And as she passes the kitchen, she pauses for a moment, scanning the room to make sure her mother's not there. With steady steps, Carly makes her way towards her own bedroom, where her mother is waiting, unaware of what is about to happen. Then, unbelievably, the sound of shots can be heard. Just moments after firing 3 shots at her mother, Carly walks out into the kitchen and hides the gun on the counter behind her. She then grabs her mother's phone that was laying on the counter side. She then calmly opens a text and writes to her stepfather, posing as her mum. Her message is simple and calculated. She writes, "Honey, when are you going to be home?" He replies back, "I'm staying out a little while longer, but I will be home later." The fact that she can be so manipulative in thinking of using the words "honey, when are you going to be home" shows her dedication to her evil plan. Moments later, she sends another text, but this time to a school friend, asking her to come over and have a look at her mum's lifeless body. Not stopping there, Carly video calls several other classmates, most of them clearly shaken, ask if they should contact the emergency services, but she firmly tells them no, telling them that that's not an option. Then, as if caught in a strange moment, she hums a short tune, just a couple of notes, before heading into the other room. After some time, a friend she invited finally arrives at the house. Carly's acting a bit strange, as if she's excited. No one really knows why, but it seems like she wants to prove something, maybe to impress or to brag or show off. After they both have a look at the body, she then tells her friend, "I put 3 in my mum, and I've got 3 more for my stepdad." She then tells her friend to hide out in the backyard until her dad got home so she could finish the job with him. Just 1 hour later, her stepfather Heath Smiley walks in through the front door after a long day's work, completely unaware of the nightmare waiting for him inside the house. From the outside, it seems that Heath is living a perfect life, and I guess you can say he was. But on March the 19th in 2024, things took a disturbing turn for the worst, when Rankin County dispatchers received a terrifying 911 call. The caller on the line is Heath Smiley.
What's the location of your emergency? What daughter tried to shoot me? Your daughter tried to shoot you? Yeah. Shooting at me. Where is she at? She ran away. How old is she? 14. 14?
Sheriff's office!
First responders quickly arrive at the scene where Heath Smiley opens the front door for them. The moment first responders arrive, Heath Smiley is still connected to the 911 emergency services. As the door opens and they step inside, they immediately ask about his wife's location, but instead of answering them, he just drops to the floor, overwhelmed. His breathing is fast and his body is shaking.
She's dead on the floor in that room!
He's trying to steady himself, but panic holds on tightly. Heath tells officers that his stepdaughter pulled the trigger on his wife and then turned the weapon on him. And then he tells the officers that he's been shot in the shoulder. Luckily, he acted fast and quickly wrestled the gun from her hands so she couldn't fire at him again. He then told the police that he placed the gun on the kitchen counter right after. And then she took off, fleeing the house from the backyard. The officer heads over to his patrol car to grab a fresh pair of gloves. He pauses for a moment and then pulls out a notepad to jot down a few quick observations. The forensic experts get to the scene quickly. More officers join them and step into the house and begin a fast-paced search throughout the area where the crime took place. The forensic and sheriff department began a thorough sweep through the house, carefully checking every room, every drawer, every corner, and under the beds, hoping to uncover anything that could potentially lead them to a possible motive.
That's Mom. Yeah.
You know what's going on?
No, Mom and Dad both got it.
Mom and Dad both what?
Got him.
Okay. And
Dad's got it through and through in the shoulder. He's already in the ambulance.
So is the 14-year-old?
Yeah, the 14-year-old. Yeah.
Meanwhile, one of the officers scouring the area in a car happens to be driving down the road, and it's there he spots a young girl who matches Carly's description. So he pulls over and he steps out to speak to her. He asks her if she's got anything to do with the shooting. To his surprise, she quietly says yes, and so wasting no time at all, Carly is placed in handcuffs. Another officer joins the arrest, and that's when Carly asks if her stepfather is okay.
Is my stepdad okay?
I don't know, baby. I can't talk to you about this.
Of which I find a little bit strange, because she's just killed her mum and then she tried to kill her stepdad. Like, what the hell? Anyways, Carly's placed in cuffs and then is taken to the sheriff's office. At the station, officers begin to ask Carly further questions, and that's when this investigation kicks off. Now at the same time, detectives are back at the house combing through the crime scene, and right away they notice something really important. Several home security cameras are set up throughout the property, and these cameras become the key to unlocking the truth. By going through the footage, they can see exactly how the full story unfolded, kind of like watching a soap or a TV show. So now the police know exactly what happened, but now what they've got to find out is why did it happen? How could this tragedy have taken place? What could have made this young girl snap? And that's when detectives realise that there might be more beneath the surface than anyone expected, and what they soon uncover begins to shift the entire investigation in a chilling new direction. Yeah, it was during a police interview Carly told the police that one of her friends at school snitched to her mother and told her that Carly is smoking the wacky backy and the Zaza vapes at school, and that he was concerned about Carly because she was always so damn high. And so, when Carly and Ashley got home, Ashley kept calm and began searching Carly's bedroom, and it was just as Ashley had found the Zaza vapes. Carly walks into her own bedroom where her mum was holding these vapes, and Carly unloaded 3 bullets into her mum, Ashley. Now the first bullet hit her square in the chest, the second bullet went straight through her neck, and the final shot, the third shot, was a headshot, killing her mum almost immediately. And so now the police start piecing together a potential motive. They believe that Carly acted out her crime after catching her mother going through her belongings. And do bear in mind, she did try to kill her stepfather as well, but why? Her relationship with both parents was a close and loving one. So are there any other underlying contributing factors that could be at play here? Detectives that were searching the crime scene found in Carly's bedroom a letter Carly had wrote 1 year before in 2023. When read today, the note seems to carry a subtle sign of emotional struggle, maybe even early signs of mental health issues. Carly wrote about her emotional pain of losing a younger sibling, a sad and tragic loss that she never really dealt with, and internally Carly's struggle seems deep-rooted in blaming her mother for the loss of a sibling. And yeah, it's true, Ashley did lose a child years before, but it certainly wasn't Ashley's fault. Also, from what Carly described in a note, her home environment was filled with misunderstandings and emotional outbursts. In the note, Carly talks about dealing with mental health issues and how her mental health is worsening over time. And yeah, it's also true, Carly did suffer with mental health issues in the past, from the age of 6 onwards after losing her little sibling. And yeah, Carly's still hurting over that. It's a deep-rooted pain that she feels her mum is still responsible for. But make no mistake, because none of that, and I mean none of that, tributes to the worth of killing her own mother. Anyways, Carly decided to face the judge in court. Deep down she believes that if they hear her full story and how her mental health has affected her, they might understand what she's been going through. However, after months and months of discussion and deliberation in court, in the same year in 2024, the now 15-year-old child, Carly Gregg, was finally sentenced to serve life in prison without the possibility of parole for the cold murder of her own mother and the attempted killing of her stepfather.
Tonight, a Mississippi teen sentenced to life in prison without parole for murdering her mother and attempting to kill her stepfather.
We, the jury, sentenced the defendant, Carly Gregg, to life imprisonment.
15-year-old shooter Carly Gregg sobbing in court as she learned her fate.
Carly Gregg is evil, and that's not easy to say, but the truth of the matter is sometimes evil comes in young packages.
Let me know what you think about this case in the comment section below. And well, that about wraps up this case, and so until next time, do look after yourself and stay safe, and I'll see you again real soon, the next time, when evil follows. Take care.